Hey, what's up interwebs? I'm that toy guy, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers the movie 2007 Voyager class incinerator. So here he is, and again I don't have the box, but I do have this Harry Potter bookmark, which I will not throw because it's made of die-cast. So yeah, people hate this thing. And that's just, they hate the way it looks, and they never give it a chance, and no one ever bought this thing. But this thing is actually amazing. It is an amazing, amazing figure, and you should go out and buy it. I don't care what everyone else says, this thing is awesome. Like, I was also skeptical at first when I heard about this thing, but then I went to TFCon and my friend was like, you should totally just buy it, it looks cool, buy it, buy it, buy it. So finally, I bought it. Then we were eating lunch, I took it out of the little baggie and I transformed it and had a little go at it, and it is awesome. Like, yes, there are these giant Kibble bits here on the wings, but if you didn't have that, the gimmick wouldn't work. And the gimmick is awesome. You take the little radar dish and you pull it back, and his Osprey propellers work. Now this one I know has a stripped gear on the inside. I mean, it's used, so obviously there's probably going to be something broken. So there's a stripped gear in this one, so that's why it doesn't spin as well as this propeller here. Like, sometimes it'll just, like, not, like, right there, it just won't turn at all. Or sometimes it'll just keep spinning. Let me see if I can get it to do that. There you go. See, it just keeps spinning because the gear's kind of stripped. But that's okay. You do have the nice translucent cockpit here on the front. You have this little other radar thing. Here you have this Decepticon symbol that's very hard to see. I wish it was silver. You do have a bunch of different grays on this figure. You got the wing flaps all nicely molded in here. You got more panels and more flaps, and the underside there's virtually no robot showing underneath other than his crotch, which is kind of weird. Like, he'll just fly by and expose himself to everybody. I don't know. He does have rolling landing gear, so he can't roll on this surface because this surface sucks. But yeah, the landing gear does fold away too, so it does give him that nice clean look, and these do rotate. They can rotate forward like this, and they will still work, which is awesome. But yeah, overall this thing is great. It is awesome. Now, people don't like the all-spark blue, and no one likes all-spark blue, and blah blah blah. I like all-spark blue. I think it's fine. It contrasts well with the figures they put it in, and everyone should stop complaining. Now, visible screw-wise, he does have one glaring one right up there, but then again, it's forgivable because how else would they attach this on? So yeah, the propellers come off, so that's a good thing. Just in case, like, you're afraid of breaking it when transporting it, you just take them off. That's how they came when I bought them. So yeah, he's cool. He's neat. He's a Voyager plane. He's awesome. Here he is next to another Voyager plane. Here's next to Mind Wipe. This thing is awesome. Buy this. Just go out and buy this. And here he is next to the dreaded Skydive. And obviously Skydive is a lot shorter and a lot more out of scale. Like, again, here he is next to the Hunt for Decepticons Hailstorm. Judging by how big the cockpit is on this thing should be about the size of this thing. And this thing should be bigger. But, anyway. Transformation on this guy is a lot of fun. It is very, very secure. Like, this, I think is this leg? No, I think it's this leg, actually. That is super securely tabbed in. That I have... Both of them are super securely tabbed in that I have to use the arms to get them out, but this one takes forever. Which is a good and bad thing. A good thing because then it's not like you can't like squeeze this thing and it's not going to fall apart on you. But I mean, trying to transform it is a little bit of a pain. So to do that, the first thing you want to do is you want to fold these down, and these little tabs here, those little purple tabs, will go into these little gaps here. So you just fold these in and click them in, fold them and click them in. Then you want to take the wings and turn your light off. Then you want to push them down and see how it dislodges the foot there. This one doesn't do it very well, and I'm scared of breaking it. You know what, let's just flip it over and just try and get this to unpeg. Excuse me for a moment. Here we go. I got it. I did it. Yay. Alright. Flipping it over. The next thing you want to do is you want to bring this down 2 clicks, then fold this panel up, and then fold it down all the way while swinging it forward. Take the knee pad and fold it in. Now when Caked Up reviewed this figure, he said that his knee pads would not stay in to save their lives. And I think that's just a problem with his figure, because mine stay in perfectly fine. So that's probably just a case of his figure not working properly. But I mean, you get QC issues with a lot of your Transformers, so yeah. Just want to do the same thing on this side here. Just rotate this around, fold this forward, rotate it forward, fold down the knee pad, like so, and bring it down all the way. Then fold up the feet, these big, huge feet. There you have his legs all done. Now, one thing I want to get off the bat right away is that people complain about the tail right here being used as a third leg. Now, funny thing is, this doesn't touch the ground. As you can see, I have to push on it and it lifts the feet up. It does not touch the ground at all. So that's pretty cool. Now, he also has pelvic thrusting action, which is funny, but that's just for the automorph gimmick, which you take this section, bring it down, and there's the head. You do this, pushes the head up, then bring this down, and the chest will open, and you just tab it right in underneath the waist. There. And going back into vehicle mode, you push on his crotch, and this is supposed to flip up all the way, but it does this. Which is kind of funny. And then makes it hard to get it back. There we go. So yeah, there is the legs and the chest all done. Now the arms. You just basically want to take them, bring them out forward, bend them at the elbow, and then just bring them down at the shoulders. And there you have, I untabbed his chest, there you have Incinerator in his robot mode. Let's get his legs all straightened up here. And he looks cool. I like this. I know people hate the Allspark blue, the tail at the back, and the propeller hands. I don't care. He's a robot. He's a fictional robot that's supposed to look cool and have a job of incinerator. And with these things, he will incinerate anyone. Which, by the way, they do still work in robot mode, which is just awesome. No matter how you orient the arms, they will still work. So I think that that's amazing. That's a wonder of engineering there. For a quick comparison, here he is next to Sea Spray from the Hunt for the Decepticons line. They're about the same height. I mean, Sea Spray may be a little bit taller. But yeah, here he is next to a 2007 movie mold. This isn't exactly a figure from that line, but here he is with the mold. Then here, quickly, there he is next to Prime, and obviously he is a lot shorter than Prime. But, hey, who cares? His articulation-wise, he's chock full of it. Head's on a ball joint, so you can get a lot of range of motion there. Shoulders are on a backwards hinge, so you can butterfly outwards, which is nice. Shoulders can rotate, they can do full 360, but I wouldn't recommend it just due to the way the gimmick works. Shoulders can go out about that far. He does have a bicep swivel, above 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow, and I mean obviously he has wrist swivel, which is funny. He has a pelvic thrust, which you already saw. Hips are on ratchets, they can go forward about that far. They can't go back due to the way this works, and they can go out all the way, which is nice. He does have a above the knee swivel. Knees only bend about that far, otherwise they will pop off, which does kind of suck, but that's okay. And the feet can go down, and he does have crazy ankle tilt, which is awesome. And I mean, you can really pose this guy if you want to. You can get him into some really nice poses here. I mean, obviously you can't have him like leaning back because of the tail, but there you go. Look at that, see? This thing's awesome. Head sculpt wise, he does have a very nice, oh god dang it, a very nice head sculpt. Just the camera needs to work with me. It's very hard to see the head sculpt on this camera. Come on, focus. There. Anyway, it looks like a pilot's helmet, which is nice. And he does have an exposed spark chamber, which, I mean, if I were fighting him, I know where I'd shoot. Hint, it'd be right there. But yeah, detail-wise, he's got a lot of it. Got some nice detail here on the legs with this metallic purple and that all-spark blue. The inside of here, he's got some nice pistons and wiring details all throughout. Even inside the feet, he's got some detail, which I think is amazing. On the arms here, the arms especially are very well detailed. You got the inside of the forearms here. I mean, even under the panels, there's some detailing, which is nice. Then obviously on the back, he has a handle. But yeah, overall this figure's nice. I do quite enjoy it, and I highly recommend it. No matter what anyone else says about it being terrible, it is not terrible. This thing is awesome. It is, like, if you want a good movie Transformer that turns into something that resembles a helicopter and is huge, get this. Because if you want to get Blackout, I don't recommend that. Get this. This guy is awesome. Ignore the all-spark blue. If you don't like the all-spark blue, paint it. It is a nice, very, very, very nice figure with a very, very, very awesome, solid gimmick that works whichever way it's oriented, which is awesome. So yeah, this has been my look at the Transformers 2007 Voyager class Incinerator, and I'm That Toy Guy, and stay tuned for my next review.